The city was half asleep. Most of the streets were quiet, but a few places were still alive with soft lights and moving people. One of those places was a small tea stall outside the railway station. Trains came and went, but that tea stall never closed before dawn. A 17-year-old boy named Ayan worked there every night. He wasn't like other boys his age. He didn't go to school anymore. He didn't play cricket with friends. He didn't waste time scrolling on his phone. Life had made him grow up too fast. 3 years ago, his father had died of a heart attack. Since then, Ayan was the only support for his sick mother and his little sister, Sarah. His mother could barely walk properly, and Sarah was only 8 years old. So Ayan left school and started working at the tea stall. Every night, he made dozens of cups of tea. His hands were always burning, his eyes always tired, but his heart was strong. One cold night, when the wind was sharper than usual and the station was more crowded than normal, Ayan noticed someone unusual. On a bench near the entrance, a woman was sitting alone. No bag, no phone, no one with her. She was wrapped in an old shawl, and her shoulders were shaking. She was crying. At first, Ayan ignored it. Many people came to the station with sad stories. Some lied, some just wanted sympathy, but there was something different about her. Her pain didn't look fake. After a while, Ayan walked toward her. "Are you okay, sister?" he asked gently. She didn't answer. "Would you like some tea? It's very cold tonight," he said again. This time she slowly nodded her head. Ayan went back, poured a cup of hot tea, and handed it to her. As soon as she took the first sip, she started crying even harder. "My name is Hina," she said in a broken voice. "I have lost everything." Ayan sat on the bench beside her. "What happened?" he asked quietly. Hina wiped her tears and began to speak. She was a school teacher in a private school. Her husband had left her one day, saying he was going to another city for work. After that, he never came back. No calls, no messages. Without him, she couldn't pay the house rent. The school also removed her because she couldn't provide some documents and she was mentally disturbed because of her situation. 2 days ago, her landlord had thrown her out on the street. "I have no family here, I have nowhere to go," she said. "I don't even have money for a ticket." Ayan felt a heavy pain in his chest. He knew what it felt like to lose everything. The night slowly passed. People kept coming and going. Trains kept arriving and leaving. But Ayan didn't leave her side. When it was almost morning, Ayan said something that surprised even him. "You can come with me to my house. My mother is very kind. You can stay with us until you find a solution." Hina looked at him in shock. "You don't even know me," she said. Ayan smiled softly. "I don't know you, but I know what pain looks like. And I know what it feels like to be alone." After a moment of silence, she nodded. That morning, Ayan took Hina to his small house. His mother was surprised but didn't question much. When she heard Hina's story, she hugged her tightly. "Our house is small," his mother said, "but our hearts are not." Hina cried again, but this time, they were different tears. Tears of relief. Days passed. Hina didn't want to feel like a burden. "I don't want to stay here for free," she told Ayan one day. "I want to work." Ayan thought for a while and then said, "You are a teacher. Why don't you start teaching children here in the neighborhood? Many parents can't afford school fees." Hina liked the idea. She started by teaching just 3 kids in one small corner of the room. She used old notebooks and broken chairs. Then more children came. 3 became 5, 5 became 10, then 15, then 20. Parents started noticing the changes in their children. "They are improving," people said. "They are learning properly," they said. Hina felt alive again. Ayan continued working at the tea stall every night and helping her during the day. He arranged benches. He brought extra notebooks. Sometimes he even helped teach small kids English alphabets. 6 months later, something unexpected happened. One evening, a man in a neat shirt and professional shoes came to Ayan's tea stall. He had a driver waiting outside. "Are you Ayan?" he asked. "Yes," Ayan replied. "I run an education NGO," the man said. "Someone told me about a free learning place near here. I wanted to see it." Ayan didn't understand much, but he took him to their home. When the man saw the small room full of children reading, writing, and smiling, he was deeply touched. Hina told him everything, her story, her fall, her new beginning. The man listened silently. Then he said something no one expected. "We want to support you. We will provide funds, books, furniture, and training. We want you to start a proper school for underprivileged children. Heina's hands started shaking. Tears filled her eyes again. For the first time in many years, they were tears of hope. Within a year, that small broken house turned into a proper community school. New walls were built, colorful charts were hung, a blackboard was placed, uniforms were given to poor children. More than 60 children started studying there. Children who once sold balloons on roads now learned mathematics. Children who cleaned tables in hotels now read English stories. And all of this started from one cup of tea. One day, Hina sat beside Ayan and said, "If you had ignored me that night, I would be somewhere else today. Maybe dead, maybe lost, maybe broken forever." Ayan looked down and smiled. "That night, I didn't just give you tea," he said. "I gave you what someone once gave me, hope." Hina placed her hand on his head like a blessing. "You didn't give me hope," she said. "You reminded me that hope never dies." Ayan's tea stall was no longer just a place for tea. It became a place where people came to talk, to share problems, to find comfort. It became a place of stories, a place of healing. Years later, that little school became one of the most respected free schools in the city for poor children. And Ayan, he never became a rich businessman. He never wore expensive clothes. He never lived in a big house. But he became something much greater. He became the reason for dozens of changed lives. He became proof that even a broken boy with a kettle of tea can change the world. All it takes is one act of kindness.